good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you all doing today? I hope that you're staying warm. We're having a blizzard here in the Northeast and in New York as well. I heard a beep. I don't know what happened. Hopefully, nothing that would impair this live, which almost didn't happen because I went out in this blizzard and my phone got wet and it was telling me that I couldn't charge it until it would dry. So I was there with the hair dryer on cool, trying to uh, trying to dry it out, get the moisture out before I can charge. Anyway, hi Deborah, how are you? So as I promised you a couple of weeks back, and since there was some interest, I thought I would show how to make a rotating car, and I hope I can actually do a good job with it, because that was 3 weeks ago almost when I prepared this, and I may have forgotten, but I have some notes here. So I'm gonna actually leave this on camera and see in case anybody wants to screenshot it. Let me see if we can get it all. I think. Okay, let me see. Is that better? I think that gets it all more or less. Anyway, let's start. So I have a photo of the instructions and the measurements. So anyway, how this goes is like this. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room. Let me move my camera a little bit farther up. Oh, all right. What did it happen? Okay. Hi Sandy, how are you? All right, I'm here. I don't know why my thing is not contributing today, but anyway. So you open it up, and I don't know if you can see it well, how this rotates as you open up and rotates as you have it closed. I'm trying to not hit the camera. Oh, let me see again. I'm sorry, showing you here all the insides. I think, let me do it again. Now it's a little higher. You see? So that's how it goes. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking, Sandy. Hi, Teresa. So I'm just going to do it one more time for those of you who joined late. So we're going to do this rotating car or similar. And hopefully I'll remember how to do it, because I was just saying, hi, Peggy, how are you? Thanks for joining. Like I was saying, I made it 3 weeks ago, and I took notes and I prepared everything. And I was hoping to go live early, but I've had visitors and my house is very, very small. So when I have visitors, all my craft supplies have to go away and I have to make room. So anyway, so I didn't create this, Teresa. Thank you for saying so clever. I followed a tutorial from Mitosu Crafts, the UK demonstrators. But anyway, I think this is my third card that I've made, so hopefully it will work. So here, again, the instructions, I'm going to post a picture with them. So in case you want to screenshot it for future reference. Okay. And we start with a square base. And the card is 5.5 by 11. Well, the card stock is 5.5 by 11, score at 5.5, because it's gonna be square, right? So I chose Mossy Meadow because I'm gonna use the Haven. What is it? Hobby Haven paper. So it's one of the colors here. So once you have that, you're also gonna need some color, some DSP for the inside of your car if you wanna cover it, like I did here. Let me keep my car handy so we can reference it, both you and me. So I did cover these. You could leave it and the car color cardstock, but I like it with a little bit more pizzazz, right? I think we all do. So I chose this one that is not exactly mossy meadow, but it kind of comes in the sweet. So I thought like, oh, that's good enough. And I like it. It kind of lightens it up a little bit. So we're gonna start by adhering this, because that you need to do first. Okay. Then we're gonna work on the mechanism, which is the most complicated part of the project, but it's not that complicated once you know. And now that I had to make myself like a little diagram so I don't get lost with the mechanism. And I think that will be helpful for you guys too. And then once you get it under your belt, you can, of course, you can use any paper you want, any embellishments you want. I'm going to show you the basic stuff. And as you see here, I kept the front very simple. A, because my paper had a lot of interest already. And B, because the wow thing is inside the car, right? So that's why I'm explaining my reasoning here, but you can make it your own and, decorate as you see fit. If you want to have like a more solid background here and have like a more showpiece for your message, for your front, you could do everything. Ooh, thank you for all the hearts. I like to see the hearts. Anyway, so that's the easy part, right? Of course, they were 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, since our square is 5 1/2. Okay, then I can do the front too, since I'm gluing everything. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be a relaxation thank you card for a friend of mine who treated me to a facial. Oh, now she'll hear because she looks at my lives and replay. But anyway, well, she'll get it. So I thought that this was a perfect thank you card for her. All right, so let's start with the mechanism. Gonna put this away for a second, and you're gonna need your trimmer and a piece of a cardstock that is hopefully the same color as the base, especially if you're not gonna cover the inside and you're gonna use that. This will disguise it a little bit more. Doesn't matter. You don't really see it, but you may see a little bit if you go on the side and you can see. You see the mechanism there? Can you see it? Am I showing it on camera? I think I am. Anyway, so you see a little bit. So it's better to do it in the same color. Something's getting stuck in me. Oh, I know. It's this. I'll tell you about it when we decorate. So you have a piece of cardstock that is 3 1/2. Well, what is it? Same color as the base, 3 1/2. Oh, this is no. So sorry, 3 3/8 by 4. I was reading the rotating circles. 3 3/8. So this is 3 3/8. Just want to make sure that I have it right, because that's important. By 4, and then you're gonna score 1 1/8 inch on each side on the 3 3/4 side. So 1 1/8. I'm gonna do it measuring over here, and we're gonna score it. So we take the blade away. Okay, 1 1/8, and then we're gonna turn it around, And we're gonna do a 1 and an 8. 1 and an 8. All right. So basically gives you this in like thirds. Okay. And then on the big side and the 4 side, we're gonna score it at 5/8. And I'm very bad at doing this. 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 5/8, 1 1/4. 1 7/8. Right there. And turn it around and do the 5/8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is I got lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. There. So it's hard to see with this paper. You have like 3 sections up here and then 1 section and then a bigger section here. Can you see? I mean, what I'm going to show you in my paper here, because I did it in white and I marked it. And this is going to be my template. Okay. So I'm going to get a pencil and it's going to be bad. I should have got a white pencil. Well, let me actually. I think I don't know if there'll be any juice in it, but this used to be our chalk marker. At least it will be white. Oh, there we go. It works. Yay! So I'm going to delete that one. Delete that one. And then I'm going to do some scoring here. Delete meaning get rid of. So this is going to be all cut. And here, where we have this fold, we have to score diagonally this big cross. And we have to cut this and then do the half of this. So this is your cheat sheet if you want. So we're gonna score this big. And then we're gonna cut here. This has to be cut as well. And this little triangle we're gonna cut. And this little, oops, no, this is not cut, sorry, only till here. And this little triangle we're gonna cut, okay? And this is gonna be scored. All right, so let's start with that. And then, okay, these ones also get away. Cut. And then we're gonna, I'll show you what else to do with that. So let's start scoring this diagonal. So to score this diagonally, how was it? Like, let's cut this first. Okay, I think that's what I had to do. See, this is what that's a good idea, Sandy. I had to do that myself. Oh, the closing ceremonies, Deborah, I forgot about it. Well, better that I don't put it on because I don't want to get distracted. Not today. Okay, so this gets cut. So, and this gets cut. And then we're going to do a cut up to the first fold here. And these are going to be the wings or the arms, whatever you want to call them. And then we're going to cut this little triangle here. And again, did I do it correctly? No, I actually marked it wrong. This is not, sorry, see? Okay, this stays. is this little triangle that we're gonna do here. We're gonna cut this to the half, and this is the triangle. This stays. Sorry. Follow my other thing. I'm like, oh, thank God I didn't cut it yet. I'm like, it's not gonna look the same. Okay. So this stays. Ignore this little thing. And then of course we cut this, as I said. You can trim then later if there's a little excess with the fold, so it folds better. We'll do that once we have the mechanism going. Hi, Joanne. Thank you for joining. Hope you're staying warm. All right, so all this mess that I made, because I should have taken my trimmer away, but I'm gonna use it now to score this big cross. All right, so we're gonna fold this so I can put this. It's a good idea that you just like at least more or less mark it with a pencil. I did it with the white so it's more clear, so you can see it better. And then we're gonna do the other side. So this way you can just align your line with the gutter there. And score. All right, so this is your piece. That's the mechanism. That's it. So once you know you have that, the rest is easy. And, you know, you don't have to memorize it. You can make yourself a little cheat sheet like I did. Okay? So that's the other thing that we're going to do is just going to fold this to the half here, like in half. Bring it to the fold. Let me grab my... just a little bit more. It's just very dry in my house, so it's hard to manipulate the paper. But anyway, so it's just to the line of that triangle, right? The non-existent triangle, I mean. So, but basically it's the half of this. And try to be straight. And we're gonna just cut that. And save it. At least one of them we're gonna use. So don't throw it away, save it. Yeah, this came out like, there's a lot of excess here, but I think I can just flatten it and it will work. There. We'll see once we do the mechanism. So these, you want to make sure that they're all very marked. And let's see if I remember how this goes. Yes. So how this goes is that it has to create an arrow. So basically these two in the side have to fall down, and then we're gonna get this triangle. There we go. Like that. Like an arrowhead, like have a triangle at full, well, small triangle, big triangle, small triangle. And here we have that. And that's how it has to look. But see, I'm gonna actually, because my fold probably was not even or something, I'm gonna make sure that this stays inside. So there's this side doesn't go over the wings here. So it just doesn't get stuck in the mechanism. I'm gonna trim this a little tiny bit because I see it's not equal, but you can see when it works out, when the mechanism starts working. And I think this is a little thicker than the other one as well, because I have to trim here a little bit from the fold, you know, before was a little thick. Looks like a crown. Yes, it does look like a crown. this part, right? Yeah. It's a good way to remember it. It has to look like a crown. Thank you, Sandy. All right, so now we have this, and now I have to think of where I have to put the glue because I forgot. See, I told you. Oh, no, I remember. These two get glued inside. And I see already that this is going to be a problem because this is like, it's a little thick. So I'm going to trim this. And make sure that it fits inside the arrow shape here, the big arrow. So that gets attached like that. Put enough glue, but not too much that you have excess glue coming out, because that's going to be a big problem. Oh, did it get stuck? My glue. As I said, so dry in my apartment, very, very hot. There we go. So these are out of the way. I should have trimmed this a little bit. Let me do it before. Every little part has to fit inside the big arrow to be out of the way when the mechanism moves. Well, it's a good thing that I'm only going to show you this card today, because it takes a while, you know, but all right. And yes, work with liquid glue this time. You don't want any other kind of adhesive, but that also means that you have to give it a minute to get activated. So I'm just gonna trim this little excess here. And this is how it goes. So that's like easy, right? And I'm gonna actually cheat myself and remember myself how I did it. Yes, so this, we're gonna put a little bit of, what is it? Put the glue. 1 second, I have to cheat myself. Oh yes, here. All right, so we're gonna put glue in here, in this. I'm gonna mark it because we're not gonna see it in here. We're gonna put the glue. Oh, this worked for a second, but now it's not working. But anyway, right here in this part, okay? We're gonna get our card. Should have told you actually that we need some circles too. And we're gonna align this open to the center of the card and to the center of the fold. But we're gonna put the glue right here, not in the triangle, just right here, okay? And as I said, put enough because it has to move, it has to be well adhered, but not too much that you have excess coming out, because then if it's a little tacky, things may get stuck. The moving pieces may get stuck. And then we close it all. I should have trimmed it here. Too late now, but it's okay, we'll live with it. And now before we go to part number 2, actually maybe I can trim it a little bit when it's open. Tiny little bit. Yes. There we go. All right, so now that we have it like that, now I'm going to show you that you need some circles to have the moving circles popping up, right? So you can use whatever circles you want. You can use the Spotlight on Nature, which I use for other parts of this card, but not for my circles. For my circles, I'm using the Deco circles. And I used, let's see, 3 of them. And I'm going to tell you the measurements. These 2 I cut together like that. So it's the one that's 3.5 and then the one that is 2.5, and then you end up with like a ring like this. And then this other piece is 3, not even, it looks like it's 3 7/8 or something, like 2 7/8. But anyway, important to get like the big measurement out, because you don't want anything coming out of it once the card is closed. I mean, it's okay that it like this, that it goes out now, but then when you fold it, it has to go out all in. Okay, so you can just play with it and see. So let me see that I follow my own instructions. Have my cheat sheet there, my cheat project there open. And I don't remember where this got stuck. Oh, Candy, I'm so bad. Oh, yes. We have to put this inside this. I knew I was gonna forget something. Yeah. Yeah, so let's do this. We already put this. Once you have this, not on the bottom, on here, up here, close your mechanism. And this is a little far from my center, I see. But we're gonna have to live with it. I think I aligned it to the paper, not to the center. Let's see how it works. Uh-oh. I knew I may have some issues because 3 weeks is a long time to remember. But anyway, we'll do our best. So we're gonna close it, give it a minute. Not quite, we need more. It's not adhering. There we go. So because this was not in the in the fold as I wanted, it's not, it's a little crooked because I have to get a little bit more of the body to the area there so it can lay flat, but it's okay, it works. See, so this is how the mechanism works. Okay, there. And now we're gonna put, almost closing this, almost, we're gonna put a little bit of glue here to adhere this in the center, but it has to be when this is folded. So I should have done it earlier because I cannot really see where I want it centered, the circle. I'm cheating myself. I'm doing like this, so I cannot really show you, but anyway, and that's an important part. I'm gonna put that. Maybe I should have adhere the circle before I adhere this side, because then you can see. And now I'm just trying to center it well. It's close and it's not closing. What is it not closing? Oh, because this has to go on top, that's why. No. Okay, no. I don't know why it's not closing. I think it's because of my not being totally centered. Let's see. Okay. It's not totally centered, my circle, but I'm gonna live with that. All right. The next step is that on this this wing here, up here, can you see it? This one here, we're gonna put, what is my smaller circle? Is this it? Yes, this is the smaller circle. My advice is that if it looks bigger than this one, is it? No, it's the same size. Huh? Look at that. Sometimes with the different colors, it looks a different size. So I think the best way, I think, to put it, because it's important that it doesn't show when it's closed, is you're going to have to put a little bit of glue there to adhere this circle. But to make sure that it's all the way in, don't press it down to the glue until it's where you want it. So let me try if that works. Just a little bit of glue, like so. And then I'm gonna just almost close the whole thing. I'm holding my circle up, and then I'm gonna put it here in the corner, and then I'm gonna press down. So this is a little bit more bulkier than mine because it's a little wonky because I didn't put it to the fold. I put it a little bit inside. But anyway, it's working. It's handmade. That's right, Sandy. It's not perfect. If you want perfect, go to Papyrus. And they're not perfect either. All right. All right. So we got it. You see? We got it. And this is the tricky part to me, because I think, see, it's a little bit high here. I want it out of that mechanism. I want it out. Make sure that it still falls. Yes. Yes, see, clear the mechanism here, if you can. It still falls, but you know, it will be less wonky. And then remember that piece I told you to save? Just go in the middle and fold it in half. And then let me check how I did it. The long part, we're gonna put a little bit of glue right there, and that's what I wanted this out of my mechanism so it doesn't get stuck. I'm gonna need a piece of glue in that triangle, not the one that I marked by mistake, the other one. This one here, this one with the T. Okay. Little bit of glue there. A little bit more. Put this away from your mechanism. You don't want to get stuck with the thing. You don't want to pass this either. It's all a matter of, why is this not? I did something wrong there. Oh, there. Why is this folded twice? I think I have to cut with this. I think I'm gonna have to cut this, guys. I forgot to tell you. This needs to get cut. I'm like, this is way too long. We cut at the fold. And then we put glue here. And I'm missing one circle there. This circle, the bigger circle that goes like this, and we center it. And see how this comes out a little bit? It doesn't matter because the card is open. But once it closes, it should all go in. All right. And I don't know why mine always kind of pump this way. I don't know. But that's okay. That's how it is. It's a pop-up card. And then when you close it, and now you see how it works. And it's driving me crazy. Maybe I shouldn't have cut that much, because now it's too much. Anyway, that's the mechanism. So now it's just a matter of decorating. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put my big circle Yeah, it kind of pops up with crooked. I don't know. This one doesn't. I don't know what I did with that. Yeah, no, it's the right one. Yeah, maybe I did cut too much. You know what? Let's do it again. Yes, I'm gonna take this piece off. And since I have my other part, this scored in half, folded in half. Yeah, I don't know why. Because I did it properly. I mean, how the instructions said. Maybe I won't cut it this time and see what happens. But it's still gonna pop out, I think. And don't worry about because I'm gonna cover that. So just put glue there. Stay away from the mechanism. Just gonna try it. I think you had to cut it, but I'm gonna try not to cut it. And maybe a little bit more like that. So I'm not folding it, refolding it a little. So this piece is a little bit longer. I'm just gonna make sure this, tack it there. Cut the corner so it doesn't get. Let's see if that works better. It just was bugging me. It's totally fine, but it was bugging me. And since we have time, because that's all we're gonna be doing today. Let the glue adhere. Meanwhile, I'm gonna actually see, that's better, right? It pops, but it's not that crooked. So don't cut the piece. Even though they said not to cut the piece, but sometimes you find your ways and you tweak it at your own way and how you like it. Oh, I think I glued the other way. Oh well, it is glued the other way, but that's a matter. This is the Spotlight on Nature, one of the circles. That's where I'm gonna put my message, my writing. Yes, you don't want to put a lot of embellishments either, Elise, and thank you for joining. Because when it's already bulky when you close it. So you don't want to put a lot of embellishments, right? If you mean like these pieces, yes. So this is gonna be my car. It's a little bit better now. See, now it kind of falls the other way, but it doesn't matter. Oh well. So I'm gonna put this circle here. And that now it's just a matter of decorating as you want. And then I used, they did, I don't think they did, but I actually used sheet paper, window sheet for these parts so you don't see them so much, to hold these little areas here. So this is decorated here, and I'm gonna, let's see, I have a bunch of stuff already pre-cut because I didn't want to do a lot of fussy cutting. So this paper comes with a lot of pre-cut pieces, but some of them I fussy cut as well because I wanted extra. So they didn't have that many pre-cut pieces that were spa related, so to speak. So let's see how we're gonna do it. So I have to decorate this circle here, and I don't know, maybe I'll use this, which seems to be like a sachet of salts or something, and I'm just gonna put it right there. I can cut more if I want to, but just not anything tacky you may want to address because you don't want any tackiness or the mechanism will get stuck. Like in my car here, I actually put this flower because I was like, oh, there's a little bit of center and there's a lot of room here. So I'm going to put the flower. But now sometimes this one, it gets stuck underneath this. So if you put something here, make sure that it's well adhere. All right, let's continue with the decoration. What goes with the tea like this? I don't know. The sachet, maybe like a bottle of this. Yeah, that kind of looks cute. All right. Thank you. Well, as I said, this is which is my fourth card that I made of this. But I did one before Christmas, one for my niece's birthday that I already showed you, the sample that I'm showing you here, and the one that I'm making now. So this is my fourth time. And it takes a little bit of time to get used to the folds and everything. But I think it's, once you have it, it's not that complicated. It's like the magic tricks. Once you know the trick, is like, oh, that was it, but for people who don't know it, it's kind of cool. And the people who received it, my niece was very impressed. Finally. It's hard to impress, that one, but I'll do this later with a sentiment. Or maybe I'll do this here. Maybe I'll do my tea and then I'll put like a little thingy here. Yeah, I like that. Saving this for last. Then let me get the window sheet if I can find it. What I do is when I organize my stamps, and now I'm finding a new way to organize the stamps, so probably I will not have that much window sheet, but this was from old stamps. So I saved all these because I put them directly on the cases, stuck them on the cases directly. So I have a lot of window sheet like this. So I saved them. And you want really short pieces because they don't want them to. So we're going to have to cut some. Let's see it's hard to see which ones are cut, which ones are small because they're transparent. Okay, so I think this is the perfect size. This is like what? 1.5. Let's see. It's a little bit, it's like, yeah, it's not even 1 2. It's like 1 3/8, but like the length, but you can do it a little shorter, a little longer. So now I'm going to cut a bunch of them and I'm going to do just 1/4 inch. Like so. Let me do it in the, can you see better? Like that. Okay. So I'm going to do a bunch. I'm going to put them here. They don't have to be exactly the same size. And we may need to trim them because you want to be testing all the time that nothing gets stuck with each other, when they close and when they're moving. All right, so let's see if that works. Or I think, and whatever we have to cut, I think I'm going to do it with my scissors from now on because I think I want to put something like here when it opens. So if you want, locate it where it has to go when it opens, and then that's when you adhere it. And for this, I'm not going to use liquid glue, actually. For this, I'm going to use either turn tape if it's the exact width, or just a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus, I think I used. Because let's see, I may have done it. It's a little bit bigger than the turn tape is a little bit bigger than the strip, I think. Let me see if I can make it work. it's very important there's no adhesive showing, so, or outside what it has to adhere. So let me get my picky thingy and see. So I'm just gonna stick that to the bottom of my circle right there. Oh, I did it a little bit farther down than what I wanted, but it's okay. And here I'm gonna put the little sleeping mask. For this, let me see if I can make this fit without having excess again. I should have done it when it was out, right? Both ends. And if not, I can fold it, you know, if it's turn tape. So I can fold whatever adhesive is outside my window sheet. Just see how it's a little bit out. Just fold it in like that. So nothing is outside. It's not tacky when I'm touching here. And now I'm putting my little mask there. And then you can play by adhering some things to this underneath this circle or on top of this circle too, because that's kind of cool. For on top of this circle, you can do something a little bigger, like that maybe. And for this, I am gonna put liquid glue, and I'm just gonna put it right here. And just doing this and hoping it won't show up. Oh no, look at what happened. See, this is what I said, that you have to test that nothing gets out of the frame when it's here. So, but I can change that by cutting my strip a little bit shorter and adhering it farther in. Now I can put it where I wanted it to, which was a little bit higher. I think that will work now. And still, okay. We'll put it on the slant. Like so. Well, this I'm gonna leave with. That's it. Or I can actually put it farther in. Now it doesn't show. It's a little bit too much, I think. That's okay. Maybe it's because it was too high here. So, you know, things that you have to move here, we can put something that doesn't move so much, like this thing that I can put, like the comb, that I can put just with a little bit of glue. And you can put as many elements or as few elements as you want. But of course, it's kind of cool to see them rotating. So there you go. See, they look like they're together here, but then when you close it, they move around. So I think we need something here. Maybe this little thing. So I'm going to make sure that I can put it. Yes, I can put it safely with a stick like this. One of my transparent thingies. Window sheet. I think I'll do it a little shorter. Okay. And the decorations are up to you. Any paper, any theme, you can use whatever you want. And I'm gonna actually cut it because I don't want it too big. Or else we know what happens. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of more on the tip, just tiny. To adhere my little slice of dried orange. There you go. So now I'm gonna put it right here. Cover the glue. You don't want to show any glue. I feel something tacky here. Hopefully it will work. And this is where my slice of orange is gonna go. And still it keeps on. That's good. All right, maybe I'll put just something small there. Just to have a little bit of everything. Oh yes, this little pack of under eye, like a patch of under eye stuff. Patches, whatever, under eye patches. Yes, a pack of under eye patches. That's what it is. Little bit of glue, and I'm gonna put it right there. All right. See now, if it's slanted a little bit, you don't want things to get stuck here. So just make sure that you open and close carefully to make sure that everything is in place and they get used to being in that same place. The folds get to, you know, like the movement gets to, there's a little bit thing coming out still, that really, that mask, you know, I can just trim the white from here and that's it. Just because it bothered me, but like right there. All right, so this is it. And now I'm gonna put my tea back. And my other tea, where is it? I had it right here. I was saving it. You guys saw me. Here it is. Stuck. And then I'm gonna put just a thank you. Mossy Meadow. I'm thinking what I'm gonna use for the sentiment. And I'm using which stamp I'm gonna use with sincere thanks. I just wanted to thank you. This thank you. This thank you I'm gonna use. It's from Rolling Waves. This is one of the upcoming suites that we have with the March online exclusives coming up. May show you something next week about it. So I'm just gonna do a thank you because outside I wanna put that sentiment that I really like that says, so happy to have you in my life, because I am. Let me get a block and a piece of, I re-inked this the other day. I still not inking properly. I think it's fine now. Let's see. A strip. Crooked because the paper was curling and I didn't cut it to measure. That's better. And since I'm gonna cut it in the slant. Oh my God, I hope you have electricity too, Sandy. Here it was not too bad. This morning, when I woke up late, I thought like, oh, they're so exaggerating, you know, like there's nothing accumulating and snow-wise I'm talking about. And now, then I went out in this early evening for a walk because I like to walk at least 6,000 steps a day, no matter what the weather is like outside. So I got braving the elements. And by the time I came back, it was pretty bad. Actually, there was somebody who fell and was asking for somebody to call 911 and just, I tried to help, but then somebody came that was more stronger than me, a young guy, and he said he would take care of it. So the guy didn't seem badly hurt. He was a little off, I think, because all what he was saying is like 911, 911. Anyway, poor thing. But he was sitting on the floor. So yeah, and I'm gonna risk and put this. Do I have to do I risk to put this on dimensionals? I really don't, because it's gonna be too bulky already. But anyway, so I'm saying it's pretty bad, and now I got an emergency notification from our new mayor that all vehicles that are non-essential are forbidden until tomorrow at noon. So that they would leave room for the emergency vehicles. All right, so that's my inside. Pretty cute, right? And then for the outside, I'm just gonna go with "So happy to have you in my life." And where is my stamp set? That is from Creative Haven, which is the coordinating stamp set for this paper. So I was telling you, I've tried different things for this. This system I didn't like, where you with your inking the whole thing and then putting it against that, and it just doesn't work for me. So I'm doing it another way now. I'm doing it this other way, which is that I get a Sharpie and I put it around, and then I know where the stamps go when it's back, and that's it. And I like it much better. And I put them loose in the new envelopes. I do like that they're skinny and they take less space because I have space issues in my house. But yeah, I had to find a system just because this is a new thing for us, for all of us. And, all right. So happy to have you in my life. I'm going to put it on the side so I can put something, or maybe I'll put it on the top. And I'll do and I'll use these guys. I don't know if I like them all too much. Maybe I'll cut them. Maybe I'll cut them. Or maybe I'll put, okay, I'll do something else. For now, I'm going to put this in dimensionals on top of that. I'm glad you guys like it. Oh, and I realized we have 8 people watching. So that means raffle time. So I'm going to think of a number because I didn't prepare any trivia questions for today. I'm going to think of a number from 1 to 30. I'm going to write it here in this paper and I'm going to show you. And the first one who says the number will get a little present from me. So you can go. Guess. The first one I see in the comments that says the number in my comments. Yeah, it's fancy, right, Elise? That's what I feel like. I mean, and it's not, as I said, once you get it going, it's not too complicated. I'm going to see if I can separate these two and see how they work. That's kind of cute. But it looks like so happy to have you in my life, soap and whatever. So maybe not. 9. Ooh. Oh, Teresa, I think you're the first one who said 11. Oh, let me. Yes, you are, Teresa. Teresa, you won. Thank you for participating. So Teresa will be getting something from me in the mail sometime. Maybe I'll do this. Let me see it here on the card, because maybe I'll do it here in the bottom this time. I mean, you can put ribbons, but it just is such a busy paper already that maybe the hearts. Yeah, I don't like the hearts. It's not. I'm not very inspired with this cover now. Now that I have the complicated inside that I'm so happy with, probably because I use all my things that I like in the inside. That's why. Maybe we can just do something like that. No, I don't know. Not inspired. Yeah, this one looks better, I think. Then I'll put just a little. Yeah. Okay, I'll do this. Let me see the comments now, because I got. You're welcome, Teresa. You haven't won anything in a while, so yeah. Oh my God, look, I'm covering all my message. Move to the side. I'm just gonna glue this directly on my card front. There we go. Maybe I'll do this. No, I like the individual bottle, whatever it went. Okay, they're so small, these pieces, that I keep losing them. No, not here, not here, not here. Where's the little bottle? It was so cute. Well, all right, so we'll use something else. I like the hand cream. It was this one, the hand cream there. But let me see if I can cut another one. Well, you haven't seen me fussy cutting, so you can put up with me fussy cutting something for a little bit, right? Or maybe the bottle of perfume, or these. This is look cute. Let's see. I'm gonna cut these two pieces here. I'm gonna cut the whole thing. Then I'll decide. That's what I like to do. I cut them and then I put them together, and it's like, oh, here, there. No. It's like, of course, when I'm packing, I'll see where it went, that piece. Probably my arms or something, maybe. Group of sea bottles on the shelf and the 4 things on the inside. This one, but I already put so much in the inside. And if I put something here, it's gonna get stuck, which is not a bad idea. I like how it looks, Handy. You're right. But I'm afraid that it's gonna get stuck here. See? It's already. No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it like that in the inside. Maybe I'll put it. Oh, here. Actually, here I can put it in this side. Okay. No. I can put this one on this side here, because here it will work. Yeah, I like it. There. Thank you for the suggestion, Sandy. Yeah, there. Looks cute. And this, maybe this one for the in front. I like the single one, so I'm gonna cut the single one. I don't know. Was fussy cutting this. I was in the middle of doing that. And then you can go to town, how you decorate it. It can be so many things. It can be with ribbons and whatever. Like the important thing for me is that the inside, you don't put too many embellishments or dimensionals, because it's already very bulky inside. All right. Let's see how this looks. This looks cute. I like it. If you put it on the side where the spotlight on nature, that was the white side, yes, that's where I put it, right? I mean, I could have put it more like this, but I kind of like it like that. And here I can put a dimensional. I don't think we're gonna die for a dimensional for this one. I think it's gonna be fine. Thank you, Teresa. I'm glad you like it. And imagine how cute this is gonna be with the little cute as a bag paper, or whatever is called that paper. I forget now. Isn't it cute as a bag? I don't remember what it's called. Sandy, you know that? All right, so I'm gonna put a couple of embellishments on the front. Let me find the right ones, because this set came with some of these that are matching the palette here. So I think I'm gonna put the Blushing Bright, I think it is. Yes, here. Yeah, well, I already did it, so I'm gonna keep with it. And a third one right there. Rather than there. All right, so that's it. Yeah, right. It's a perfect thank you. On the facial was so good. I haven't had a facial. I think I've only had one other facial in my life, and that was so relaxing and so good. And they gave us like a bag of samples that were like not samples but travel sizes. It was like phenomenal. Thank you, Linda. Anyway, so let me show you again the result. And of course, you have to make your own envelope for that. So I used the envelope board, punch board, but since not everybody may have it, I'm not gonna do it now because there's no need, I don't think. And you can buy an envelope that actually fits there, or if you're sending a padded envelope with a gift or something, you can put it inside without an envelope, its own envelope too. So these are my ideas, but I will make an envelope for it. Well, okay, let me make an envelope. It doesn't take that long. So I'm gonna use the same of the outside, of the inside, so it's all matchy, even though it's gonna be kitchen stuff inside and not these, but I don't like this. So and I don't have enough for that. So anyway, so let's make an envelope really quick. When I discovered that punch board that was retired a long time ago, before my time, when Linda was showing it in one of our team meetings, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I had it. And of course, Sandy had extras, and I bought one for her, from her, I mean. So, and I love it. I love this. I don't know why they discontinued it, because it's very useful. So I have to find my card size is 5.5 by 5.5. So I have to find it here. 5 by 6, 5.5 by 5.5. So I need a paper that's 9 by 9. And I need to, score line should be 4.5. Okay, 9 by 9 and 4.5. Now I'm gonna remember that because now I need to trim my paper. Yeah, right, Ginger. It's not so hard. It's just a mechanism. And I will put I will post a picture of my cheat sheet here because that's gonna be helpful, I think. Okay, so I'll post that on my page, on my Facebook page. So that's 9. No, it looks like it's more than 9. No, it is 9. And 9. There goes my kitchen paper. Okay, so we'll take this away. And four and a half, eh? So we're gonna go like this to the 4.5 here. And we're gonna score it. And here we have our scoring line. And then we turn it around. 4.5. Grab the score. And we punch. And we turn it around. And we do it again. 4 sides, 4 times. And the last one. Voila. And then if you want, you have this little thing here. See, these are all the roundy things. You can actually round this. Which I will round them. I don't have much room. I know, right, Teresa? I mean, I love it. And you can make like tiny envelopes, and you can make big envelopes, and you can make square envelopes and rectangle envelopes. It's perfect. I love it. I'm so happy that Sandy was happy to part with the extras that she had. So now we're gonna just fold it in. And hopefully it will fit our card. My niece was very impressed because of the envelope too. It's not the kind of envelope that you get every day on the mail, right? There you go. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue there. Actually, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue there. There you go. And then right here. And that's all there is to it. That's it. Envelope shaped boxes. Teresa, we need to talk about it. I don't know. What do you mean by that? Envelope shaped boxes. Huh. I didn't know. I need to find out. All right, so that's it. And you can put a label here for addressing it. And that's it. This is our card. Of course, I wish it matched, but now you have the kitchen utensils inside, but it's okay. At least the outside, it's matching, right? All right, so that's all I have for you tonight. I am very glad, Sandy. Thank you so much. I know it's snowing here now. Oh, it's been snowing here nonstop since this morning. And as I said, this morning it didn't, but I can see. Oh, it's accumulating quite a bit. I can see it's at least what is that? 8 inches, something like that. But this morning wasn't, and I'm like exaggerating. And now it's like, of course, we're in an emergency. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. Next week, I think we're gonna do something fun with the rolling waves, okay, and get us in beach mode in this middle of the winter. All right, all right, everybody. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye, and enjoy your snow day, Linda. I don't. I work 3 blocks from the office, so I'm gonna have to go in. All righty. Have fun. Bye-bye. Stay warm, everybody.